My heart nearly went hard. There's some really nasty people that have really taken advantage of me. And I lucky that I'm quite calm now. But in the next episode, they could get named and shamed. And I'm being honest. I might tell out everything today. I might do. All of the robbers, people that have robbed, that are robbing people blind. I might do that today. I'm Ange behind the brand.
What does that mean?
Positivity. I inspire people and I educate. Right? So you won't be getting any nonsense from me anymore. I lied.
Yeah. Make that the intro.
No.
Make that the intro. Make that the intro because she's...
No.
The girl said I'm positive and...
I am. Normal people do. You're quite a positive person.
I think so.
You can be.
Yeah. To us.
Yeah.
Not really to us.
No, you do. Because you do it online.
Actually,
You do.
no,
The other day you
people.
did a really nice one for Mother's Day.
I know everyone was shocked.
Yeah, it was really nice.
She
I was
said,
like,
oh, you're human.
yeah.
Of course I'm a human.
But she only again meant it for herself. The Mother's Day she only meant for herself.
No.
Guys, she didn't actually mean it for everyone else. She meant it for herself that she's spending time with her son. That's what she meant. Genuinely. I know Kelly.
No.
She didn't mean it because she cared about all the mothers in the world. She didn't care. She cared about herself and that day that's gonna be great with her child.
No.
Be honest, come on.
You know I can't lie on my show.
Right. So
No,
just put your head down.
I meant Happy Mother's Day.
No, you
That's
do.
nice.
That is nice.
Did I? It was about me. It was about me. It was about me. Guys, it was about me. I think I might have like this much narcissistic traits.
What do you mean? What much?
This,
Do you want to do this?
no. This much. No. This much. I'm not a narcissist, guys. Just this much. Do you know what I mean? It's not a crazy. I'm not a narcissist. There's just traits, but I think everyone has narcissistic traits.
Yeah, Reds called me that on the last one.
What?
The therapy session.
You call her narcissistic?
Definitely a therapy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you think the world revolves around you. Like you haven't even introduced our guest.
Yeah, exactly, guys.
It's very narcissistic of you.
Oh my god.
It's not that Ange show.
Pinky. It's not that show.
It's not that show.
You've done the intro. You've done everything.
Right, guys. Welcome back to the Kelly and Ange show. I'm Ange behind the brand.
I'm Kelly upstage.
And we've got our wonderful guest, Miss Pinky. And I'm calling her Miss Pinky because I want to.
Because this girl will make up a person's name.
Yeah, because I've already said it. You are now Miss Pinky to me.
Miss Pinky.
Because it's that
You know
level.
she's a big woman and you've now renamed her.
Yeah,
Today.
why not? Why not?
Miss Pinky.
That's a bad boy name. You remember? I'm Miss NTD. Miss Pinky. Are you mad?
Pinky on the bench with a can of cider. Miss Pinky.
Bad gal Pinky.
Bad girl Pinky.
No, I
Bad
don't even
girl.
like that. No,
No.
I don't even like that. The
Alright.
internet's gonna come for you now.
But what? Bad gal Pinky?
Yeah.
She
But you
That's
are.
me.
She
I'm
likes
just
the
me.
internet.
No, you are you, but they can't chat to you.
They shouldn't. They must.
They shouldn't want to, yeah. I don't give anyone any reason to.
To come and talk to you.
Yeah.
So
Like-
tell us, Pinky, who are you? What do you do? What are you known for?
So, Pinky. I've got a platform on TikTok.
A big platform. Don't let her. Please don't come here and do this.
I've-
I've got a platform. It's a huge platform.
We don't do humble.
Bare platforms. We're not humble here. You built a whole community.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that I will say most
Right.
definitely. I definitely have done that. So I've been on the app for about 4 years. I started reading manifestation
Yes. That's what I did in the morning.
books. I've had quite a troubled background, bits and pieces. So I was handed the Law of Attraction, The Secret. That's how it all started. And I believed a lot in there. I tried to take a lot from that book. And what I done was just sat at my kitchen table I started off at,
Yeah, that's what I think.
just chatting. Then I moved on to doing Sunday dinner at 8 o'clock in the morning, live.
She could serve food 8 o'clock on mine.
Yeah, everyone was cussing to ask me why was I spraying bleach on my plates and that. Yeah.
Why is she cleaning the house properly?
So I'd done that for a little while, and then what actually happened is I've got loads of triggers. I suffer with mental health, BPD, bits and pieces, anxiety, depression. there was a young girl on the app. At that time, I didn't know her name.
Yeah.
There was a guy burning her with a candle.
What?
Candle wax just on her hand, but I just see red, and the address come through. I live in South, but I'm originally from Northwest London.
Big up Northwest.
So
Big up Northwest.
Big up Northwest.
where do we come from? Northwesty.
Oh
So
my God,
anyway,
we're in trouble. Sorry, don't retract our South card. We didn't sing along with
No,
her.
I like Northwest.
Are you from there?
No,
I
but
want to
they-
go back there now though.
I'm a South girl, but Northwest are alright.
Yeah, she likes
I feel
Northwest
like
as well.
Northwest is very similar to South. They're like,
Think?
I think they
Do you
are. I think if
Do you know when Windrush happened? It was Brixton and Brent. So there was a lot of similarities and bits and pieces, but I always got it in the neck because I had a South London baby father, the Northwest man.
Oh.
My kids had South London birth certificates, so
Come on.
you know it was. But I always found that the Northwest man would always go over the water to check women.
Yeah.
They were always bringing these South girls up in the ends, and I'm saying
Yeah.
like, why?
I was one of them.
Okay, but then
And you said me.
I was.
She likes a Northwest.
but then the
man.
South
Don't
men
mind.
would come over and check the
Northwest
Northwest girls.
girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
so
say they dress nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's West girls.
No, West girls dress
dress
nice. They're a bit more bougie.
Yeah.
You know, South girls are rough. You get
We're
me?
rough
Where
but
you at?
useful.
yeah, West girls are just undercover though, no cap.
Yeah, yeah.
Very undercover. They hide a lot in
So they
that
can just look
bouginess.
nice and foolishness.
Yeah. So I did the guy lived in Kilburn and I got the address and I used to go to St Augustine's school in Kilburn, so I knew exactly where I was going.
Hold on, you left your house to go there.
Yeah.
So where did you see this? Go
On
back.
TikTok.
What
So it was on TikTok Live, literally. So where I just started up my platform, I'm just getting to know things. So I'm only just finding out about a For You page.
Yes.
And I scrolled through and I started watching. And they had viewers, like 3,000 was in there watching this. Gone to the house, the guy come out, ran up his mouth. I made sure first point of call the young girl was okay. She was very comfortable to be there. I think it was more my triggers, and then as I got to know the background story on them, but this is how the following came, because when I turned around to go back out the door and open it, like Sherland Avenue, oh shit, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't live there no more, but that's where it was. So Sherland Avenue outside, it's just caked with TikTokers.
No.
Pinky, you hero, you come to save
Oh
her.
my
da, 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 da.
God.
That's beautiful.
I was like, rah. And I was outside for like half hour chatting, just chatting to them. Then the next situation arose where on there, it happened to actually be my childhood friend who has passed. His daughter was in a hotel with another TikToker and an older woman TikToker. It wasn't the fact that she was in there with the other young girl.
Yeah.
You got a big ass off-key woman from Combine Harvester Land with two little city girls in a hotel. So anyway, I spoke to a family member and I said where I was and I asked, like, can I have the go to go? Now, bearing in mind our family are from Northwest, I live in South, they were in Dusty Croydon.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm a Croydon girl. There'll be no Croydon slander. Because there's some nice ones that live over there, darling.
I hear you, sweetheart.
I'm one of them.
It's got to be the outskirts then, not the
Yeah.
central bit.
No, I'm central.
Oh,
I'm in the trenches. I'm in front line.
She's in front.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
She's not from there though.
and
She's not from there.
Well, I'm from no better.
Tipsy Hill.
No better.
Oh.
And that's how I got more following, because yet again I'd say the younger ones on TikTok had seen what I'd done, but no one knew the background story or what and imagine this, it sounds so bad, and yeah, I'd never met his daughter.
Oh, yeah, but you know the parent.
It
You know
was the
parent.
fact that this girl had turned in the screen on live and she's a pupper. It was like he was staring back at me, like something in my belly just said to me, I've got to go. But they moved from where they were and they went to an address.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I went
What was they
to
doing?
the address.
What were they doing in there.
And when I was still alive and I happened to knock the door just flew open. I was on live.
No. It just flew
No,
open.
it did.
Oh, it
I'm
actually
gonna
did.
tell you why.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you why, because this is after phone calls of abuse from the big old dusty woman that was with these kids here, right? And the whole reason why I'm running up in this house is because you're going to catch her beating. Yeah? My girl had already left, but she forgot to close the door properly.
No, and left the door open.
So as I've knocked the knocker, because what it is an old-fashioned door and it's got a knocker. So anyone that knows when you mean business on a knocker, you lift it up and it slaps it back down.
So it opened up.
No, but as I slapped it back down, it slapped back down and it's flown open.
Oh wow.
I've gone up, but the kid, so the young girl that I knew, she's gone, the dusty woman's gone, and the other little girl, bless her, she's in her bed minding her business now. This is all gone. But where they'd all seen this on live, because especially going to addresses is safeguarding, for one, for myself, for two, to make sure. For free, I definitely wanted that on live because I didn't break no entry or nothing. The door bursted open. The most I've done is I've trespassed, but on the grounds that I'm worried for a young girl's
I'm doing
safety.
welfare check.
Yeah.
So that's where the following come from on there. Then I started finding that young ones would reach out to me. A lot of young ones who would say, you remind me of my mum. A lot of young ones from the system that would say they're not with their mum no more, like, you take me back to my childhood. So a lot of them I would talk to online, some that was old enough for me to talk to offline. As I said, I still followed my safeguarding because, as I said, these kids are capable of doing anything. And you've got to know that at the end of the day. So the following came from there, and I was just helping more and more. On the internet, though, it's a very dark place. You've got a lot of liars, both within children and adults. So I was helping a lot on there and getting scammed left, right and centre. Please believe people saying that their mums dropped down and they need to get from A to B in an hour.
What, just to get money
So
from you?
not from me. Listen, I'm broke. I don't have a pot to piss in, and I'm proud of it. I'm just out here cutting through.
Aren't we all?
But listen,
aren't we all cutting
He
through?
like that, Kelly.
No, but aren't we all cutting through?
We are. We're all cutting.
But
Everyone's
that's
coming
all
through.
that I want, though. I just want to be okay and to cut through. You see, when you've come from nothing, what I've got now is so much more than that. I just want to cut
There's
through.
a level of real
Do you get it?
gratefulness.
But if I go on my platform, I could pop open my phone now and tell them that I need something, or there's a young one in need, or this needs to be done.
Oh, I
tell you
do.
something.
I donate for Christmas.
Donate the Christmas drive. So from there, when people started doing phony shit, I stepped back a little bit.
That's disgusting.
And then I got in with Brixton Soup Kitchen. Big
Big
up
up
Solomon. Big up Jennifer, Isaac. Big aunties. Big them all up, and everyone behind the scenes. Until you go down to an establishment like that, you really don't know what fully goes
How hard it is.
on.
Yeah.
So I started out with the first drive was the back to school drive.
I mean, I see them online.
And I believe every kid, you know, you look smart, you're going back to school, you're going to have that mindset. Do you understand? Well, it's not just me. I just knew that I could contribute and help them because they are charity based. Everything that they do is off whatever they can get and their good wills of themselves. Twos, hear what now? Don't the woman, let me not even bait up, but she works for some shoe company.
Okay, yeah.
She come in there, so she said, Pinks, send them down and I'll give them 40% off. I said, huh? I said, you know, it's not 1 or 2 pairs of wallabies we're looking. We're looking like 50, maybe even 100. She said, Pinky, send them down and I will do that. I was like, rah.
That's beautiful.
All of a sudden, I had people wanting to meet me. There was women who would have had kids that would have gone back to primary school, but their kids are no longer with them. So I had women that were meeting me and they were kitting kids out, full top to bottom, coat, bag, shoes, the lot, because their kid would have gone on that journey. So when I started realising just how much it helped others, how much, and even the women that didn't know that this service was there, and I was able to talk about it on the platform and for them to see it all. Do you get it? So when I started seeing like, rah, listen, the love from a stranger, you know, you can never downplay it.
True.
Never.
True.
And not in a disrespectful way, it's not none of my own that have supported me or helped me or even donated, you know. Every one of them strangers.
Yeah.
Strangers. And to see, so it went from school to Christmas drive now.
Yeah.
Listen, my front room was filled with presents from Amazon.
You know
I
I
done
don't
an
give to
Amazon
nobody.
wish list.
You know what? You know I don't give to things online. But I did. Because I know this is why I like her, guys. There's something about her that made me think that, yeah, donate. Because you know I don't.
Why don't you? Why? No, honestly, why don't you?
What, give to people in the street?
Yeah. No, answer your
I
question.
don't
Why
know. I
don't
don't
you?
know them.
But you don't need to know them to know that someone.
Because some of them
gives
look like they're scamming.
you. No, some of them don't.
Some of them I give to, but some of them look like they're scamming.
But some of them do you buy food and stuff.
Yeah, see, I will buy food rather than give money.
Sometimes. Guys, she's onto me. Okay, but Andrea lets them take the piss out of her. Let me tell you something. You see, if I was a homeless person or somebody that's low, I'm looking for her. Yeah? Andrea went in the shop with the woman. The woman, she said, oh, can you get me some food? Andrea's like, yes. Bless her heart. Why was the woman picking up heirloom tomatoes, a whole chicken, what was it? Danish.
Basically,
Basically,
to the bakery.
basically, she was doing a normal.
Go to the bakery.
That's not a homeless somebody. That's somebody that's absolutely fine.
But that's fine. She's being deceitful.
Yeah, she has to live
Regardless,
with that.
she's got to live with that. Do you see what I'm saying? I've done my part, and God will bless me for that.
Amen.
So I go by my spirit.
Kelly.
You know what?
Amen.
Fuck you, Kelly.
Amen.
Oh,
God will
yeah.
bless you, but I'm just like, that means I should go and ask someone for shopping.
If you are a beggar, then do that. But I'm begging no one for shopping because I don't need to.
I don't
Thank God.
think she needed to either. That's my issue.
But it doesn't matter. Listen, they're just being deceitful, and that's absolutely fine. If I've got it wrong, if my spirit got it wrong, then my bad.
Also, I want to use this time to tell on her. One time she took £20 from me right in front of my eye and gave it to a man that I saw get on the bus in Canary Wharf. There was nothing wrong with the man.
I gave her back her £20. I gave her back her £20. What it is, I didn't have no cash on me, and my spirit told me to
She
give
robbed
this
me for the
guy.
man. She robbed me for the man.
And do you know what? Them times.
Also, the man had a phone. And did he have some iPod or something?
But it
He
doesn't
had-
matter. We don't know. We know that things don't always look as they seem. We know that. Come
Okay,
on.
fine.
So he could have all of this, but you don't know that the direct debit might have come out and swiped his last money. He still needs to get home.
By the way, he didn't tell her they need to go home.
Do you know what?
He was
I might be a mug.
No, you're just.
I might be, but I don't
your
mind.
spirit is really nice. It is really nice. I can do with a little bit.
Like I
more
know
of it.
that before I leave this earth, I have to do charitable work. Like I know that for sure.
But you kind of already do because you will offer services to people that wouldn't necessarily afford the service.
Yeah, and I definitely part of like
You give away free
what I
stuff.
do, I will. I'll always give one like that I feel that needs it and will be
Would
able to
benefit-
get
and
benefit
benefit from it.
and would get ahead.
Yeah.
And as long as they just remember that I did that.
Guys, she's got
Oh, so it's for you.
She's got
Hold on.
affiliation.
No,
Yeah.
because I've had a couple people do me wrong. I've actually had a couple people do me very dirty because my heart is so kind, and I nearly what was the word? I nearly said no one's getting absolutely anything.
Then I told her you can't make
Yeah,
your
you
heart
can't. Yeah, and my heart nearly went hard. There's some really nasty people that have really taken advantage of me, and I lucky that I'm quite calm now. But in the next episode, they could get named and shamed.
Oh.
And I'm being honest. Yeah, because one of them, imagine she had the cheek to after all that I've done for her, I noticed she sent me something to say, oh, she's shading.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I noticed she unfollowed me.
Oh.
Off Snap. So then I looked on Instagram, and she's got me still following her. I'm unfollowed, but at the same time, did you forget who put you on? Have you forgotten? Do you know, Kelly? I do everything in my power to keep quiet.
So maybe
I was
later on
fighting
you're
today.
not keeping quiet.
Am I not?
Okay.
I might tell the whole story of Daniel Dick Prayer, all of that. I might tell out everything today. I might do. All of the robbers, people that have robbed, that are robbing people blind. I might do that today. I don't know. It depends on my mood.
Yeah, I think I should just leave.
Take a break. Andrew.
Kelly.
I don't know how to survive today.
Yeah, guys, Andrew's having a psychotic break. She's having a moment. But obviously, Pinky's charity work actually, like I said, it led me to donate. I'm one of those people. I don't really look online and think, oh yeah, I like to donate to that. No, but I saw that and I was like, what? Amazon list, and as well, you make it easy.
You
set up
quite
the
a
list.
lot though. You bought quite a lot of things off that Christmas
Oh,
list.
that is so
No,
See,
you
I can
really
be nice.
did.
When I'm doing something, I'm
You
doing
really
it
do
properly. You know me, I go
yeah.
hard.
That's lovely.
I went on the list, this is me. Oh, that looks nice. Click, that looks nice. Oh, click, that looks nice. I got to the bottom, listen to me. Oh, the total's looking mad. Okay, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Let's take off this, but like it was healthy. But that's because of the bond that I've seen from you, like you care.
Yeah.
And I know that it's literally going to them. I don't think it's like keeping toys in the house and sitting down playing with
Because straight away when I
Oh, you'll be shocked at what they accused me from. Oh my
What?
God, yeah. They must have thought the Fisher Price phone was for me
For
to
you
ring
to
round
chat.
the world. You know what I mean?
No, because what? It's literally toys. There's an Amazon list. What could you be?
I had creators, so if you go onto the list, I had creators that emptied the whole of the
What?
basket so that it looked like the list was empty.
What?
Yeah. You got wicked people like that, and it's for kids that might not even
They're not gonna
get
do
a main
anything.
present. And when I tell you something, I had drones on there. They were buying them, you know. I had dollies that piss, shit, fart. They were buying them. I had prams, big mamas and papas prams. They were buying it, little mini cookers. It wasn't no dibby. And you know what was nice as well? Is the books, because I made sure that we had a selection of books. I made sure that there was books. An amazing 10-year-old. There was this book that I actually picked up for an 11-year-old, and it was for a unisex book, boy or girl. I actually ended up reading the people them's book, you know. And it's teaching 11-year-olds what one penny can flip, turn into, and what it could make.
Oh, that's not awful.
No, do you know when I knew it reached out? When I sat on the 133 bus coming back from Brixton to Kennerton, and I see a little girl reading Amazing 6-year-old, and I remember seeing her at the Christmas drive. I'm saying like, Rod, the little girl is really reading the book. She's sitting on the bus after school with her mum reading the book. So I also put like things like Guinness Book of Records. Christmas is a time for family, and where technology has taken over. I believe that if this kid took this Guinness Book of Records home, the dad or the mum's going to say, well, I had that as a youth. I wonder what's in there now. So you're bonding, you're sitting there, you're talking, you're bringing back what Christmas, the board games. I made a thing of making sure that there was all different types of board games, anything that would connect.
I think Kelly and Anne's show should be a part of this. Whatever way that we can help.
Yeah, we can tell people to run it up.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Just making sure that we are,
They are. Absolutely.
you know, definitely. Because
what I liked that there was also not just books. There was you know, like little sets of how to be a scientist. Them type of little things. Those are the ones I was like, oh yeah, that jigsaws, because you know I love a jigsaw.
Yeah, jigsaws. I love a jigsaw.
I love a jigsaw. I will sit down and do a jigsaw, but it's the
I
games.
think I might buy one actually, like today.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be like me, where it's rolled
But
up?
I'm not doing those ones that you do. Those ones that you do are ridiculous.
That's why they're still not.
They're
done.
barely there. Barely there jigsaws. They don't even make sense.
No, the jigsaw's defeated me though. I've had this jigsaw open. It was open for a strong year.
Oh, well then you had to take it apart.
No, I've rolled it. No, I
rolled
bought the travel case. You know I do.
Oh, the puzzle travel case. This is how you know she takes puzzle. But you know what I did buy it the other day?
What?
Colouring book and
Aye.
pens. I love it.
You can buy swear word colouring book too.
Oh, don't
Hey,
tell her that.
listen,
Don't tell her that.
douchebag, fuck your shit up, and you can colour it in.
Don't tell her that.
Alright, no, I seriously, and it's so therapeutic. And it was actually my counsellor that said to me about colouring in, and you've got
Yeah.
to keep in the line.
I see people doing it and it's really been helping.
It is.
Yeah, I love it.